the people in order to establish a more perfect union. We the people. Aren't I one of them? I'm supposed to have rights. Life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, freedom of speech, freedom from unreasonable search and seizure, due process of law. My rights have been violated. I've followed the rules and have waited 2 years for justice. I've reported violations of my constitutional and civil rights and civil liberties. I haven't even got a return phone call. I was falsely arrested, was dismissed. But I spent 2 hours in a police car, handcuffed, with the windows closed, no water, no bathroom, no medicine for my high blood pressure, in a parking garage downtown San Diego. I reported all of this. And I also have the right to not have unreasonable bail. I have no moving violations, no violations of any kind. It was called in, it was false. Everything was erroneous. But I spent 48 hours locked in the drunk tank with no food, water, medicine, anything. No one even would talk to me in Las Colinas jail. Do you know that 185 people have died in San Diego jails since 2006? And the company that has the worst rating in security and providing the staffing for the prisons, worst reputation, just got awarded another contract. Millions. Number one thing all the employees say, the people that staff the prisons, there's no training. Maybe that's why 185 people have died. If you have the worst rating, 185 people have died, why would you award them the contract? I know how I was treated. I could have died, no one would even notice, and I was innocent. I was guilty before proven innocent. I didn't even get my day in court, but I didn't need it. I was innocent. I had to post $25,000 bail because I was at 7-Eleven fixing my car because the bumper was falling off. I had duct tape on my wrists and I had a camping knife. And the cop goes, that camping knife? Well, he didn't say camping. You have a cloak and dagger. That just bought you a trip to Las Colinas. I didn't even know what that was. I thought it was a Mexican restaurant. That's a joke, but I was scared out of my life. Scared. For the first time in my life, being a teacher, a mom, a law-abiding citizen, a taxpayer, I felt like I had anything could have happened to me. No one even knew where I was. At my job, when they found out, and someone called my job, got a CPS. It was all false. I was gang stalked and run out of town. No one has investigated anything. No one's even called me back. I've waited 2 years. And since my the police wrote all wrong information, said it was a crackhead, blah, blah, blah. Everything was dismissed. But I spent 48 hours in Las Colinas with no phone, 18 hours without even anyone talking to me. I asked to call a lawyer and they wouldn't even let me. No Miranda rights, no nothing. I was locked in a car, handcuffed with no water, food, anything. in a parking garage in downtown San Diego. I've reported all of this, and I reported it to the federal authorities. I even did 3 different newspapers. I even did senators. I don't even get a return call. I get an automated something from the Senate. We'll call it nothing, which makes me really wonder. I'm paying thousands of dollars of taxes. No representation with, no taxation without representation. No one's representing me. All my rights are violated. I've waited patiently. And I've called a few lawyers in San Diego, and they don't even call me back. So they don't cover that. Gang stalking, false arrest, basically false imprisonment, but harassed, everything. Which makes me really wonder, who are the criminals when an innocent law-abiding citizen who pays taxes has all their rights violated and no one gives a shit? Please, if I am, and I'm an educated person, what about all the people that don't have the means to post bail or get out? Oh, and by the way, the company that runs the jails, Intercon, also does real estate and financial investments. I'm not sure if they're still what they were for years. And they're all run by the same group of, like, ex-cops, military, and one of them, Travis something, I looked up, he had an associate's degree in, like, doesn't matter. It's all the Good Friends Network that doesn't give a shit about people. They give a shit about the bottom line, money. And they expect no one to stand up. I'm not afraid of anyone, but they should be afraid of me. Because I'm not going to let people walk all over me. I've let it all my life. And we don't speak up when we protect people that are fucking criminals, or husbands or boyfriends that are abusive, or make a pretty picture. Well, this isn't a pretty picture. It destroyed my life. I've had to rebuild, and I've waited patiently and had faith. And no one even calls me. 2 years. Ran out of 2 apartments because people made noise. I wasn't, a couple times I wasn't even there. A doppelganger dressed up as me. I was in Athens, Greece. Kicked out of 4 places, bars, a band. I've never done anything. Who's afraid of me? A 60-year-old teacher, mom. At my job, I didn't get due process, and I worked for 30 years teaching. I was Teacher of the Year 2020. I'm done waiting for justice. There's something wrong with this. We all know the system's fucked up. Which criminal should we elect for president? It's fucked up. And we're just fucking 1% is running the show, making all the money, and 99% are fucked. I can't. You know what? You don't realize until it happens to you. I was a teacher. I supported this. I don't support it anymore because it doesn't support me. I'm not gonna cry. They want me to just fucking fade away. I'm not gonna fade away. We need change because this sucks. You go to other countries, there's no limit. The prices are a third. There's no shortage of anything. There's enough resources for everyone. Till the scare shit. Let's make it scarce. Let's only do shitty news so everyone's afraid. There's absolutely nothing to be afraid of. But our government. But the people that want us to be in a prison, in a fear or scarcity mentality, and it's bullshit. It's bullshit. My rights are violated, all of them. And I don't have any representation. I've done everything right. I'm gonna lay down and say, okay, that's if 99% stand up. Our government is by the people, for the people, not by the 1% for no one but themselves. It's fucked up. And they all cover each other's ass, make money. I need a lawyer. I'm fighting for my rights. Please, can somebody just make a comment? I don't care about the money. I care about the principle. I care about making change. I care about equality. Fighting for the underdog. Fighting for we the people. For equality and compassion and humanity. This sucks. This sucks.